Live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. They had a chance there right up to the end. They only lost by 3.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Well, yeah, they gave up a ton of open looks. As the shots kept dropping, the place just kept getting louder.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Collison is out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Koufos in at the 5 down low. Now here's Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
One shot.
The playoff picture becoming more clear as every day goes by. Chris, do you feel the 16 spots is the right amount of teams that should make the playoffs, make the postseason?
Yeah, I do. You can't have more than half. You know, you can't have much more trying to make it to the playoffs. And then listen, every team shouldn't make the playoffs. There's winners and there's losers. You have to deal with it. So, you know, I feel like, yes, that number of 16 is right on the mark.
Well said. Now here's Cousins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You got to get the rock to Cousins when he's in the post. A true bruiser who relishes opportunities near the bucket.
Harden with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And he also drew a lot of fouls, forcing the defense to react to his aggressive style of play.
Now here's Harden. Releases. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Temple, guarded by Harden. And Temple kicks to Cousins. Outside Collison. Kings moving the ball around. At the elbow, Harden. And now Sacramento on the break. All going up court. Aflalo, that's good.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
Harden kicks to Anderson. Back to Harden. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Koufos with the block. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Chris, make no mistake about it, DeMarcus Cousins is a legitimate threat from beyond the arc.
And with Cousins, it almost seems unfair to have a 7-footer with his build shooting threes. Now look, he shoots at a good clip. He can stretch out a defense if left unguarded. He's never going to become a jump shooting big by any means, but now you can't sag off of him on that perimeter.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. And Chris, the one thing with Cousins is that he is a very strong free throw shooter.
And for his career, Cousins shoots over 70%, which is a big plus for a center. He has increased how frequently he gets to the line, so he's seeing more and more free throws as well. Many defenders don't even have an answer for him, other than just a foul.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Mike D'Antoni. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. He told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. We'll see if that works for him, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Ariza after the Kings pick up 2. He dishes it to Harden. To end the drought. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Harden's got 5 now.
I'm telling you, Harden is outstanding from the mid-range, routinely knocking down these shots.
And Temple kicks to Cousins. A baseline J, and again tack, and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Cousins is one of the best big men in the league who continues to get better over time.
Harrell, he's checked in for Anderson. Good on both. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to Indiana.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Yeah, but they could have moved the ball better as well. The shot selection was poor offensive execution.
Clock is at 3, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Kings head coach Dave Yeager spent 9 seasons coaching in Memphis, 3 as the head coach, and helped them establish one of the top defensive reputations in the league.
Well, even before he took over as head coach in Memphis, he was a defensive coordinator of sorts, the architect of their defense from 2010 on. Just as important as his schemes, though, the Grizz always played hard for him. Grit and grind. That's what the Kings need.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. And watching the Kings, Chris, you can't help but think back to their glory years back in the early 2000s when you played for them.
Well, I'm happy to be a part of that 2002 team. We set the franchise best for the team with 61 wins that year. You love the way that team played just because of how they played. Beautiful ball movement.
Now here's Collison. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Rockets trailed by 4. Beverly the pass to Harrell. Now the feed to Harden. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now that's 2 fouls for him, and we aren't even far into this one. He might have to sit on the bench for a while to avoid picking up another one.
The Kings making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Now here's Beverly. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Chris, we know this. Patrick Beverly is known for his tough defense.
I wouldn't call him dirty, but Beverly definitely isn't shy about ruffling feathers or giving a little extra contact. He doesn't care what the crowd thinks. He cares what his teammates think. He'll get tangled up and try to throw you off in your game with punishing fouls, but so what? It's worked as he is one of the more feared defenders at the point guard position.
That free throw, no good.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Now, when you take a look at Patrick Beverly, a bit of a late bloomer in that he didn't start his NBA career until he was 24 years old. He played in several leagues in Europe after his college days as a Razorback. He honed his game and won some hardware overseas before deciding to come to the NBA.
Now here's Collison, the fast break opportunity. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. A follow outside. Astakufis. Kicks to Temple. Shot clock at 5. Over Harrell. Misses off the left iron. And for Beverly, he was actually drafted back in 2009, but Chris didn't come to the States until 2013.
Well, it doesn't matter how you get to the NBA. It just matters what you do when you get there. Beverly had a few summer league trials while he was in Europe, but nothing stuck until he arrived in Houston. Sometimes it's just about the great situation, the great match for both. He has the game to stick around in this league, so I don't think he'll be leaving anytime soon.
And Sacramento has possession. Collison kicks to Temple. Here's the screen. He can't get that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineups.
Yeah, and when your bench is putting up major points, it makes the whole offense that much more difficult to defend. They went to blowout city.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Move shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, when you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as the help defender.
He's off on the second. And with Capella in his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Well, don't forget, Capella has that deceptive limp, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot. But all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome or throwing your shot out to the third row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
Now, here's Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Harden. Clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. And stolen by Barnes. Dishes it to Collison. Passes it to Temple. Lets it go from 14. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Over in the corner, Beverly. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Kev, whenever I see Trevor Reeves out there, I can't help but think of how he came into the spotlight. He went from being a role player early to becoming a major part of teams after his stint with the Lakers. He said he learned a lot from playing with Kobe.
The Rockets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Then for the Kings, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Koufos. Tolliver comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Lawson in for Darren Collison. Sacramento leading by 3. And with Ariza, part of his progression was natural, but he knows that he made a huge jump after he played with Kobe in L.A.
Well, I thought his quote about playing against Kobe was great. I mean, he said, the first time I played against Kobe, he scored 40 on me. The last time I guarded him, he scored 35, so I guess I got a little bit better. You know what? Great sense of humor. Just glad to see it.
To the paint, here Oliver goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 7-point Kings lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Harden outside. Lawson's against Beverly. He kicks it to Gordon. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. In the corner, Harden. Here's Beverly. No good on that one. Lawson with the defensive effort there. Barnes outside. He feeds it to Temple. Expanding his range. Drills the three-pointer. Temple's got 5 points so far.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
I mean, they've really owned this game so far. Dominant performance all around for them.
Harden, foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Chris, despite his flaws, most would agree that Harden is the clear-cut best shooting guard in the game now.
Well, look, let's not beat around the bush. What we're saying is his scoring makes up for his defense or lack thereof. Now, Harden does bring other skills to the table that he doesn't get enough credit for. He's an incredibly strong rebounder at the 2 spot, and his playmaking is levels beyond other shooting guards.
And he makes the first.
All you need is just one game of watching James Harden, and it's easy to see why he's such a gifted scorer. He has no problem getting around players and into the teeth of a defense. Pretty much impossible to stay in front of him at all times.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Sam Decker comes in for Harrell, and it's Brewer in for Patrick Beverly. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Chris, as we know with Harden, it's only a prayer to stay in front of this guy. So crafty, so good, dead-eye shooter, difficult to defend.
And it's funny to think that when he came into the league from ASU, Harden was known mostly for his shooting. He has worked on his handles. Now he has the ability to drive. That's what's pushed him into elite player status.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. And stolen by Cauley Stein. To the middle. Here's Tolliver, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Sam Decker.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Anthony Tolliver isn't a player most teams worry about in their scouting report, but he can hurt you if you give him space. He's a very strong shooter at the power forward position, and he commands attention.
And with Tolliver, Chris, he is great in the pick-and-pop situations.
And Kevin, he's strong rolling to the rim as well. Not many power forwards can be an offensive threat in as many ways as Tolliver can in the pick and roll. Now, one of the more well-known players in the league, but there's a reason why he's always getting minutes.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Chris, you've been a part of some great teams that knew how to work well together as a unit. What is needed, do you think, from teammates in order to make that happen?
I think you need good leaders, and good leaders are always known to be great followers. And so I think you need great chemistry, most importantly talent, and the talent to execute, and a coach who understands and can deliver a message and inspire. And so it's a lot of moving parts. Number one, you just have to be blessed, lucky enough to be in the right situation at the right time.
Great way to put it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Kings leading now by 6. Inside, here's Lawson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. When you watch the Rockets play, you can bet your house that they are going to see a lot of free throws. And Chris, not only does this team get to the line a lot, but they also have a tendency to send their opponents there as well.
Well, they do get to the line at an alarming rate. This group has been in the top 3 of free throws attempted by teams for years now. They just know how to create contact.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now, some teams just always happen to have one position that is filled by a great player. For the Rockets, that position is center.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. "13 feet away. Sacramento grabs the miss. And you look back, Chris, at the names of the centers for the Houston Rockets: Ralph Sampson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Yao Ming. I mean, incredible to have talent like that all in a row.
and most recently Dwight Howard. But Hakeem is undoubtedly the best of the bunch, but all were arguably the best at their position when they played in Houston. The fans of the Rockets have been spoiled for decades with all the great big men that have played for their teams.
For Sacramento, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And the first one at the line is good.
When you think of Cauley Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. So he gets them both.
Now, the Kings haven't had too many deep runs in the playoffs, but they have had some fantastic players over the years. Ever since their move to Sacramento in 1985, they've had some of the most exciting talent in the league.
And the shot's good from Nene.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide-open man easily.
Kings moving the ball around. Lawson outside. Stolen by Nene. Here's Gordon. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night. And Chris, I would agree that most fans would call you the greatest Sacramento King ever to play.
Well, you know, we've had some great players, and Oscar Robertson wasn't in that Sacramento era. I'm lucky for that because he's one of the greatest players of all time. And you can also make a case for Mitch Richmond. His teams didn't win, but he was an incredible scorer.
Here's Cauley Stein, and nothing but air on that one. Rockets trailed by 6, and Brewer kicks to Beverly. Down low, and Nene with the stuff.
How about that assist? Accurate toss inside for the high percentage look.
Sacramento's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Barnes kicks to Lawson. 6 to shoot. Tries from 10, and he overshot that one, missing. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Over in the corner, Beverly drills it from outside. Now just a 1-point Kings lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Lawson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Right wing. Here's McLemore. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Sacramento up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
I mean, jumping passing lanes, pressuring the ball, really forcing their opponents into some of these mistakes.
The Kings leading, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Ryan Anderson, Patrick Beverly out there with Gordon, then there's Nene, and it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. Chris, you played a long career, remained effective even as you lost some of your athleticism. You hear some people say the game is 90% mental. How accurate is that?
I don't think it's 90% mental because you need physical attributes to be able to perform. But I think that it's two separate games. I think that one part of the game is mental, and you need to be 100% on point. And I think the mental part is different from the physical. And so you have to be there 100% physical, and you have to be 100% there mentally. And for me, the mental part was not only how to try to make players better or get other guys involved or win if we didn't even have the most talent, but it really was how do you adapt, how do you change your game when you've played one way your whole career, and how do you still be effective and dominant. And luckily, I was able to do that.
Well said. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball, not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you, or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you. Now, here's Cousins. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Lawson kicks to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Shot's good by McLemore.
And that three-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
Beverly dishes to Anderson. Back to Beverly. And the rejection by Cousins. Kings leading now by 5. To the inside. Sacramento moving it around. And McLemore kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Cousins. The jump hook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And modern NBA defenses have changed pretty dramatically since the league stopped enforcing man-to-man as the only strategy. What do you see from that change?
I see from that change guys kind of losing their skill one-on-one, having to score because they aren't used to playing against true defenses. I think sometimes it's a cop-out for the defense. I think the NBA is a different league. I think the NBA are the best players in the world, and therefore you should be able to guard your man one-on-one. I think that rule may have been put in place so that coaches can hide defenders on their team that can't play defense, but yet still keep them as an integral part of the team on offense on the other end. So I'm definitely not a big fan of it, but hey, it's a rule, and if I were a coach, I'd definitely use it if I saw fit. But it's just so hard to rebound on defense, so easy for the offense to rebound because you can't see. You have to communicate that much more, but hey, if you're playing against a team that is shooting the lights out and you want to stop penetration sometime, that may be the way to go, but not a big fan of the zone.
Like that. Now here's Gordon. He's got 5. But they recover it. Harrell the pass to Gordon. Anderson a screen on Collison. Harden against Collison. They need this. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
I mean, they seem to gain more energy after each made bucket. Let's see if they try to really bust it open here.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Now, one of the issues the Kings have had over the last decade or so is that they haven't had much consistency at the coaching spot. That turnover is a recipe for chaos for a team.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. And with the Kings, you understand the desire to go out and get the best coach for a team or to change things up.
Well, that's a big thing that nobody seems to understand with the Kings. In order to improve, you need to have some consistency year to year and make a commitment. You just can't blame it on the players if they don't have consistent leadership. Hopefully they can have a coach last longer than 3 seasons in the next decade for the sake of the players and the fans.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And Temple kicks to Collison. Stolen by Harden. Gordon with no one around. Another miss by Houston.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Screen by Cousins. Collison kicks to Cousins. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Koufos. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Costa Koufos is such a valuable player to have off the bench for a team, Chris. Gives you spacing and size, and he really knows how to play within himself.
Okay, Koufos is usually productive in whatever role he is playing for a team. His versatility to start or to be the first big off the bench is really what makes him valuable.
And the Rockets have a big fan base in Texas and the surrounding area. There's no doubt. But they also, Chris, have one of the biggest fan bases overseas.
I mean, well, let's be honest. The reasoning for the huge Chinese following, of course, was Yao Ming. Yao was not only an incredible player, but a huge ambassador for the sport and the Rockets. Amazing that his impact and fandom still can be found with the Rockets, even years after his retirement.
And with the Kings, Chris, playing in a smaller market, and you know about that market well, they rarely get a chance to make big free agent signings. I mean, what's been the key?
Well, it's something that just isn't present at any other NBA city. The Kings are the only ticket in town and are loved by the city of Sacramento. The outreach and community interaction the Kings have is absolutely fantastic, and you can tell the players know how special a place it is to play.
Here's Temple. James Harden picking up that last basket. Cousins. Rebound by Harrell. In the corner. Harden. Knocked loose. Here's Gordon. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Harden sets the pick for Anderson. Now the dish to Harrell. Anderson, a screen on Collison. Another miss by Harden.
Oh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Harden against Collison. Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. And that's 13 points here for Cousins.
Oh, Kevin, and it really only takes a couple of shots for Cousins to find his groove. He is just a phenomenal scorer.
Here is Harden. 8 points for him. Harden missing again.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
And again, it's DeMarcus Cousins. And now an 11-point Kings lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. You look around the NBA, Chris, at all the head coaches, a lot of new names. Why do you think teams are still looking for fresh faces on the bench? Guys that may not have the big name that get the head coaching jobs.
Well, I think because guys want to see something new. I think sometimes you get to see a guy's personality or a situation may precede itself as far as for a coach. And so I think a lot of the times people just kind of want to start things off with a clear slate their way and have the loyalty of a guy that's only coached for their team. And for some it works, for some it doesn't. But once again, it's only one championship to go around a year.
Well said. With the break in the action, let's now look at the league's top scorers. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. James Harden, third. Fourth, DeMarcus Cousins.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
Harden up top. Jumper off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
Now the pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Kufis kicks to Aflalo. Collison for three. That shot missing. And the Rockets take it the other way. In the corner, Harden. Back to Anderson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, you just love how Harden moves the rock. When a teammate is wide open, he gets it to him so fast.
Cousins with a screen on Harden. In the corner, it's Temple. Aflalo dishes to Cousins. From deep. The dive for the ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And a change for the Kings. Barnes, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Rockets trailed by 7. Outside Gordon. Back to Anderson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Ariza passes to Harden. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problems for his teams. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league or in front offices.
That doesn't go either for Cousins.
The defense is well aware of how good he is from there and did a great job of forcing that miss.
Sacramento leading by 5. Barnes kicks to Collison. He dishes it to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. And for 3, Collison. No good on the shot. And Houston the other way now. Ariza dishes to Gordon. Back to Ariza. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And the way Ariza uses his length to get to the basket is just sensational, just tirelessly attacking the rim.
Collison, the pass to Temple. Back to Collison. The feed now to Cousins. The fader. The Rockets pull it in. Harden outside. Harden draws the double. Anderson wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Anderson's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
With the double coming over, good vision to locate the open man.
Cousins with a screen for Collison. Pass to Cousins. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Cousins has got 11 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Capella with it. Kufis is there. Harden. Offensive rebound. It's Ariza on the wing. Outside Gordon. Here's Harden on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Harden draws the double. Tries again. Left side Gordon. And Anderson kicks to Ariza. Feeds it to Harden. And another shot. Kufis with the block. Kicks it to Collison. Back to Kufis. Dishes it to Collison. And it goes down 2 points. And it's a 4-point Sacramento lead.
And the skill Collison has inside, so great at catching the D off guard when he's down in the post.
Now a timeout called by Houston. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
The D has no answer for him inside, and they better figure him out soon if they want to win this.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. Corey Brewer's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kufis. Tolliver comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And McLemore, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And it's Lawson in for Darren Collison. Now here's Beverly. He's got 6. Pass to Decker. He kicks it to Capella. Pass to Beverly. The 3. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Lawson. To the inside. Tolliver dishes to Lawson. To the middle. It's tipped. Taken away by Nene. Decker with it. Now defended by McLemore. Capella, the pass to Decker. To the middle. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for the Kings.
I'll tell you what, their guards have certainly pulled their weight on the glass, helping the big secure it. It's something that coaches harp on all the time. Team rebounding has certainly been one of the positives here tonight.
Beverly against Lawson. There's the dish to Brewer. Shot clock at 6. And Beverly kicks to Decker. And some nice passing there by Houston. They get it back. There's the pick. Floats one up.
You know, and he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he has started to falter.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
And McLemore kicks to Tolliver. Barnes outside. It's Lawson, top of the key. From past the arc. Brewer grabs the board. Rockets trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Lawson kicks to Barnes. Inside, poked away. From deep. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the wide open shot from Decker. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The pass to McLemore. Barnes outside. Lawson outside. Just 5 to shoot. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
That free throw good from Lawson. 8 seconds left here in the second. The feed to Decker. And stolen by Barnes. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Kings lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. And for us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. DeMarcus Cousins having an outstanding game. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Okay, let's be real. DeMarcus Cousins can produce as many numbers in as many categories as any big man in the league. His combination of rebounding and scoring is lights out. And when he channels that emotion and that energy into the right way, he could be unstoppable. And we saw that in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
He's taking his time, not forcing anything, just getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Here's Temple on the floor for Sacramento. They've got a Flalo. Garrett Temple is out there with Collison. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Koufos in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Harden. He feeds it to Capella. He gets it in there.
Even with the suffocating defense, Capella keeps his composure, sinking these interior looks rather effortlessly.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the free throw, no good. Kings leading now by 3. Aflalo dishes to Collison. Down low. A nice shot by Koufos.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now, I can tell you this from personal experience, and that's seeing your first shot of the half go in is always a confidence boost. Let's see if they can build on it, though.
Left side Anderson. Harden the pass to Ariza. Collison against Beverly. With some arc. Koufos with the block. He dishes it to Collison. Cousins. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Beverly. 6 points for him. Anderson's shot is off. Kings leading now by 7. And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Now, here is Harden, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. outside Collison. High post Cousins. The kick out to Collison. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Collison's got his second basket of the night. Rockets trail by 7. Now Beverly. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Harden, no good.
They look to him to bury those kinds of shots, even with the D all over him.
And Aflalo kicks to Cousins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. That one misses for Cousins. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. They set the pick, and here's Anderson from the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Sacramento leading by 9. And Temple kicks to Collison. Back to Temple. Kings moving the ball around. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Cousins. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. And can these guys pass the ball? James Harden is second.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Harrell, he's checked in for Capella. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Rockets trail by 11. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Timeout. Starting.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Ariza. Averaging 12 points. Five rebounds and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
On defense, Sacramento. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. To end the run, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Collison dishes to Cousins. Trying to find Kufis. Gets it to him. Clock at 6. Pass to Collison. Down low. And here's a follow for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots a 3. Harrell kicks to Harden.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Just an incredible month of basketball. 2nd in assists, 3rd in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
What makes Harden so special is his explosiveness. This guy can just turn it on whenever he wants to on offense.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Collison. Feeds to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Collison, the pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, I love to see the unselfishness from Collison. Really whips the ball over to the open man quickly.
Rockets trail by 8. Harden kicks to Harrell. Kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. Another miss by Houston.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, everybody goes through slumps. He can't let it get to him, though. Everyone makes mistakes on the floor. You just have to always be thinking about the next play. He's not the most consistent threat from long range, Kevin, but the defense still needs to play him honest, rotate over and contest.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You gotta give it up for Harden. Simply one of the best players in the league at drawing contact on his shot.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both. Kings leading now by 9. Outside Collison. There's a good screen. Deflects the pass. Here's Cousins. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Anderson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden outside to the paint. Kicks it out to Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. Takes it from 10. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harden's got 18 points in the game. And Temple kicks to Collison. On the clock, Aflalo outside. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail by 7. Harrell with it. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. On the wing, Gordon. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Aflalo kicks to Collison. They set the screen. Back to Aflalo. Jacks up a 3. Aflalo with another miss.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Gordon for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 8.
And that's what happens when you have little to no communication defensively. He has the stroke to burn you from out there. Don't you see that?
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Kufis. Barnes comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And it's Lawson in for Darren Collison. Puts it up off the inbound. Shot to end this cold run. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a chance now to review the shot chart.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
2 shots.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. The Rockets making a switch here. Brewers checked in. Second free throw, no good. Rockets trail by 5. There's Gordon with the 3. Gordon with another miss. Cousins dishes to Lawson. And there's the call on Nene. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And Sacramento has possession. And they double up Cousins. Now here's McLemore outside. The shot misses. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Brewer. And the shot falls short this time.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
And McLemore kicks to Lawson.
When you get tagged with your 4th foul, you have to be very careful the rest of the way.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Rockets trail by 6. Harden the pass to Nene. Gordon for 3. Gordon with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tolliver dishes to Lawson. Kicks it to Cousins. Fires for 3. And Lawson gets it to go on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Harden with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Lawson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 10 points per game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
First free throw is good.
Wow, the former Florida Gator Brewer, a defensive specialist who uses his rangy speed to clog up the passing lanes.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Kings leading now by 8. McLemore inside the line. But they'll get another chance. Barnes kicks to McLemore. It's Cauley-Stein, top of the key. Dishes to Lawson. Now here's McLemore. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Passes to Nene. Releases from 15, and he can't bank that one in. Sacramento's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Watson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Kings moving the ball around. Here's the screen. Misses the 3. Rockets trailed by 11. Kicks it out to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gordon's got 11 points.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Lawson against Harden, and rejection by Harden. Here's Decker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Barnes. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Gordon, and it's Patrick Beverley in for James Harden. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Here's Cauley-Stein. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Sacramento. Rockets trailed by 6.
Now, Willie Cauley-Stein was considered a bit of a reach for his draft position, but you have to love how he plays at his size. Very active inside with his feet to flash open on cuts. Just shows great awareness for a new player in the league.
Decker dishes to Capella. Nene kicks to Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc, Brewer's shot is off. Kings leading now by 6. Pass to Barnes. Lawson outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Lawson's got 12 points in the game. Well, you hate to use the P word, potential, but you can't help but do it with Willie Cauley-Stein.
You're right, Kev. I hate the word potential as well. It just means unrealized talent. As long as he moves as well as he does with his size, he'll be fine.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Great resolve there on defense, allowing nothing easy.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nene kicks to Beverly. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's hauled in by Tolliver.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The 3 from Barnes. The Rockets pull it in. Brewer with the ball. Now defended by McLemore. And Brewer kicks to Capella. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, man, and the 6'10" frame of Capella. I mean, when he's close inside, he's a huge threat to put the ball in the bucket.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And he can't get the first one. Houston making a switch here. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on D.
Here's Cousins. No good. The third quarter comes to a close. Kings ahead. They're up by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Okay, we got them shooting some jumpers. You got to stay aggressive. Attack, attack, attack.
Aggressive defense, keeping shooters out on the perimeter. That's what Dave Yeager's looking for there.
Yeah, I mean, guys are talking to each other, rotating, helping each other out. That's the way you get stops.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Rockets trail by 8. Trevor Ariza out there with Anderson. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Anderson can't get it to go.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And Moore kicks to Lawson. The dish to Cousins. From down low. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets.
And an impressive job by Cousins to get the D to overcommit. He is one of the toughest covers in the league from the interior.
And that one falls for Cousins. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And for Houston, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Beverley. Anderson the screen. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Beverley.
And Kevin, when Beverley gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
There's the pick. Barnes passes to McLemore. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, even though he has been lost in the shuffle, his team remains in front.
Anderson kicks to Beverley. The pass to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wow, way off on that one. Kings leading now by 8. And McLemore kicks to Lawson. Cousins dishes to Aflalo. Back to Cousins. Outside for Lawson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Lawson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Capella kicks to Beverley. There's the feed to Anderson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Barnes screen on Beverley, and Aflalo kicks to Cousins. And Capella sends it back. Beverley the pass to Ariza. And there's the call on Matt Barnes. That'll be his second foul of the game. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Then for the Kings, Temple comes in for McLemore, and it's Collison in for Ty Lawson. Kufis checked in for Barnes. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Harden inside the 3-point line to the left wing. And here's Beverly. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Ariza kicks to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Beverly. Launches it.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Outside Collison. He kicks it to Kufis. He feeds it to Temple. He dishes it to Cousins. The shot's good. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
Not at all. You can tell his confidence is really soaring as a result. He wants the ball in his hands any chance he can get it.
Now, here's Ariza. Here's Harden on the wing. Tries to snap the cold streak. Yep, it counts. Harden's got 20 points.
Oh, and Harden is just unreal at hitting these contested looks. The D has to be frustrated when he knocks him down.
Temple dishes to Collison. Back to Temple. To the inside. Kufis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Kings lead by 13.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's Beverly missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the paint, and that one is stuffed right through.
Go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, I tell you, a lot of it for him, it's about attitude. When he's playing like that, he has a chip on his shoulder. This is what he can do for you.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Temple. Outside Collison. Stolen by Beverly. Harden left side. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Harden's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Collison. Feeds to Kufis. Screen by Cousins. Kufis kicks to Cousins. The kick out to Collison. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
The three-point shooting of Collison is huge. It really stretches out the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Teardrop shot. Harden, no good. Kings leading now by 14. Follow the pass to Collison. Screen by Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Chalk up 2 there. Cousins has got 33 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Cousins against Anderson. Back Beverly. Looking to end his cold spell. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Collison kicks to Cousins. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Oh, and Cousins just has the mentality that no one can stop him. Even when he gets hit, he has the talent to brush it off and still nail a shot. Now, what you have to like about Derek Collison is the fact that he gives you a little bit of everything from the point guard position. He can shoot it from deep. He can attack the basket depending on what the defender gives him. He acts as a true facilitator for the rest of the team when he's manning the point guard.
Now, here is Harden. Ariza outside to end the run. They get it again. Anderson dishes to Capella. Ariza passes to Harden, and Anderson kicks to Ariza. Now the feed to Beverly. They set the pick. Passes it to Harden, and stolen by Aflalo. Outside Collison. Screen by Cousins. Collison, the pass to Temple. Clock at 6. Screen by Cousins. Pulls up from the corner. It's rebounded by Houston. Anderson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Sacramento leading by 18. Outside Collison. Kicks to Aflalo. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Temple dishes to Kufis. Aflalo, the pass to Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And Kosta Kufis picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Anderson the screen. Al Harden. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Kings have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Dishes to Temple. Lots of room. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He hasn't been able to sink anything, really. His team still leads, but it's unclear if he will find his game by the time this one ends.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And what confidence from Beverly squaring himself up as the pass was coming his way, so he was ready to fire.
Here's Temple. Outside Collison. It's stolen by Capella. Pass to Ariza. And stolen by Aflalo. Outside Collison. Screen by Cousins. A floater. Collison, no good.
Excellent D to force that miss there. That took real courage to risk being on a poster, being he's one of the best dunkers in the game.
Sacramento leading by 15. And Aflalo kicks to Collison. The dish to Cousins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the bruising game of Cousins, nearly impossible to match up with him given his massive size.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Rockets trailed by 16. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Anderson. He tries for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. .141 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Temple. He kicks it to Kufis. Right side, Collison. Back to Kufis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Temple kicks to Cousins. Again, the miss by the Kings. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there who can flat out light it up.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Sacramento.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for DeMarcus Cousins.
The energy he had, the will he showed at the offensive end was unbelievable. Even if we don't expect anything less from him, you still have to appreciate this kind of performance all the same. He was a monster out there.
Screen by Cousins. Collison kicks to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Koufos dishes to Afflalo. Back to Koufos. He feeds it to Temple. Screen by Cousins. There's the triple. Drill three-pointer.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
Well, the fans have sounded lost and disappointed, which is exactly what they were hoping to accomplish.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how tense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins. He was red hot in the second quarter. The defense ran several guys at him to try and stop the bleeding, but his aggressiveness was simply too much for them to handle. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
We know there's an edge to DeMarcus Cousins' game, and that edge was even sharper than usual tonight. I love his back-to-the-basket game, and now he displays the three-point shot. He displays finesse and power at its best.
One thing I'll say is he gave the officials plenty of work to do tonight. He will always be in the thick of the action playing physical, mean basketball, and he didn't lose his concentration on all those trips to the line. He cashed in. Kabaya!
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie.